Hello, everybody. Jonathan Rayo here with SimplifiedGuitar.com, and welcome to Episode 7 of the How to Play Q&A, where I answer your questions and song suggestions. Today, we have a song suggestion from Mark, who wants to know how to play Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus. So let's go ahead and do that. So I went ahead into Google, and I typed in Achy Breaky Heart chords, and the first link that popped up is this one. So this is what you can find very easily on the internet. So this has the song in the key of A, which is the song of the recording. If you were to look it up on YouTube or something and listen to Billy Ray himself, it would be in the key of A. Now, I'm going to transpose this so that we can use the G chord family, which is much easier to play in. So we're going to use the G chord family, but we're going to be putting our capo on the second fret so that we're still playing in the key of A, so that you can play it in the original key of the song using a simpler chord family. So what's really nice about this song is that it's only two chords. The entire song is two chords. So in the key of A, that would be A and E. Now if we transpose it, which you can do this yourself with my transposing cheat sheet, which you can get on in my ebook, Hobby Guitar. So let's find the key of A right here. So this this row here is the key of A, right? And we want to use the G chord family. So what we could do is change A to G, and then we can change E to D. So those are the two chords we're going to be using, right? G and D for the G chord family. Now, I like to use these variations. So if we're looking at the G chord family here, the G and D variations, we've got this G, and we have this, and we have this D right here. So those are the two chords we're going to be using, G and D over F sharp. This particular variation is different than the traditional D, and I like to use this because it's more similar to the G, right? So all of these variations just fit better within the G chord family. They have more in common to the root chord, which in this case for the G is the G chord, right? That's the root for the G chord family. So all of these other chords are variations that fit better to the G, right? They have a lot in common with the G, so they sound better. They sound more unified when played together, and then they're also a lot easier to transition between because they're related so much. So we're going to be using that G and this D over F sharp for the song. For the strum pattern, we're going to be using the folk strum pattern, which is right here. So this is a 4-beat strum pattern, okay? So we've got 4 beats, 4 down strums, and then 2 up strums are added after beat 3 and after beat 4, okay? Now we're going to be putting emphasis on beats 2 and 4, meaning we're just going to be strumming harder for those. And then for beat 1, I'm just going to pluck the first note of the chord for that first beat of each measure, okay? So if I were to just give you an example, so for the G, actually for both of these chords for the whole song, the first note of the chord is going to be that low E string right here, okay? So for beat 1, I'm just going to pluck that low E string by itself, okay, for both the G and the D over F sharp, okay? All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and play the song now using those two chords and that folk strum pattern so you can see what it would sound like. You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes up when I'm gone. You can tell your friends just what a fool I've been and laugh and joke about me on the phone. You can tell my arms to go back to the farm. You can tell my feet to hit the floor. Or you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. All right, so that strum pattern, as you can hear, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and like that, okay? All right, Mark, I hope you found that useful. If anybody else has any questions or song suggestions, you can either leave it in the comments down below or you can head over to simplifiedguitar.com/ask and you can submit it there. All right, I'll see you in another episode. Take care.